So here's what you missed on Glee. Rachel got the lead in Funny Girl on Broadway, and Kurt announced he's starting a band. Sue framed Figgin, so now she's the principal, and Becky's her secretary.
I plan on installing Becky as my secretary, and I will refer to her as my secretary.
There's a new bitch on the Cheerios, and her name's Bree. And there's a new school nurse, and her name's Penny.
Penny Owen.
And she gave Sam a shot in the butt with her Cupid syringe, and now he's got like the biggest crush ever.
It is your responsibility to dance with me.
Jake and Marley have found true love, so you know that's gonna last.
It's me and you against the world.
And that's what you missed on Glee. So here's what you missed on Glee. Will made the Glee Club decide whether they were Katie's or Gaga's, as if those were the only two options, which Sue thought was stupid, so now she's got it out for them, but this time she's principal and Becky's her secretary.
Oh, snap!
Jake wanted to go all the way with Marley, but Marley only let him touch her boob, so Jake cheated on her with demon hellspawn Bree, because that's the kind of guy he is, and Marley doesn't know.
Do you want to go somewhere?
Is your girlfriend going to be there?
Rachel got the lead in Funny Girl on Broadway, but the director's sort of weird and has crazy eyes and wasn't even that sure she was right for the part to begin with.
All I needed to see.
And that's what you missed on Glee. So here's what you missed on Glee. It's springtime in the longest year ever at McKinley, and it's almost time for graduation. Sue's principal and Becky's your secretary.
Get out, bitch!
Which is good, because Becky made it clear she doesn't ever want to leave McKinley. Jake cheated on Marley with demon hellspawn Bree, and he didn't even say I'm sorry, which totally hit Marley like a ton of bricks that she broke through with a wrecking ball.
Say what?
And that's what you missed on Glee. So here's what you missed on Glee. Sue framed Figgin so she could take his job, so now she's principal and Becky's her secretary.
Get out, bitch!
Kurt started a cover band called Pamela Lansbury, and Rachel's in it, and so is Santana, and so is Danny, and so is Elliot, who they also call Starchild, but his name's really Elliot.
Oh my god, Starchild.
Jake used to be a man slut, but then he wasn't because he met Marley, but then he cheated on Marley with Bree, which was so super mean because Marley's so nice and Bree's so horrible, and it's like, geez, I guess he's a man slut again. That's so sad.
My Aunt Felicia always says a Titan can't change his stripes.
And that's what you missed on Glee. So here's what you missed on Glee. Rachel's got the lead in Funny Girl on Broadway, and Santana doesn't know what she wants to do.
Bad yeast goes scat, with yeastistat.
The New Directions are getting ready for college. Artie's going to film school in Brooklyn, and Blaine auditioned for Nyada. Kurt formed a band, but he's afraid Starchild's trying to steal the spotlight, which is easy when you dress like a glam rock Ebenezer Scrooge.
Thank you for your time, Starchild, but it's not a fit.
And that's what you missed on Glee. So here's what you missed on Glee. Rachel and Santana are on the outs because Santana landed a job in Funny Girl as Rachel's understudy, even though Santana's Latin and Fanny Bryce is clearly Jewish.
You and I have never been friends, never have, and never will be.
Nationals is fast approaching and graduation's in 2 weeks.
My fellow graduates.
God, this can't be happening.
But not everyone knows what they're gonna do once they graduate because the New Directions seem to plan their lives like they plan their set list. They pretty much figure it out the night before.
I'm not ready to make a decision.
Okay.
And that's what you missed on Glee. So here's what you missed on Glee. The New Directions are headed to Nationals in beautiful Los Angeles, and Sue gave Mr. Shu an ultimatum that if they don't win, the club is finished.
William Michael Schuster!
But he says he knows a championship team when he sees
You guys
one.
are ready.
Although last time I counted, they don't even have enough members. They better scare up 3 band members stat. Finn led the Glee Club to victory last year, but now they don't have a leader, and they also don't have Rachel, or Kurt, or Santana, or Brittany, or Mercedes, or Rory the Irish Kid. Where'd he go? And they're also up against a performing arts school where they don't even take classes, and they're all like acrobats and contortionists. And that's what you missed on Glee. So here's what you missed on Glee. The Glee Club is officially over because the New Directions didn't win at Nationals, and since Sue's principal and only wants winning teams at McKinley, she made good on her promise to cancel it.
Hold up.
Which means if Will wants to coach a Glee Club, he has to find a new job, and he's got a baby on the way.
Oh god, that's awful.
Blaine got into Nyada, and Artie's at film school in Brooklyn, and Sam's not going to college, but he's in New York to try his luck at modeling.
So I'm gonna skip college too and become a male model.
Impossible, you're too fat.
Santana and Brittany are off on an extended vacation on the Isle of Lesbos, and Rachel's 6 months into her dream of playing Fanny Bryce in Funny Girl, and that's about to open on Broadway real soon. It's exciting. And that's what you missed on Glee. So here's what you missed on Glee. Rachel got the lead in Funny Girl on Broadway, and they've been rehearsing like forever, and now the show's about to open, and Blaine and Sam and Artie and Mercedes are all in New York too.
If you can sing in the middle of Times Square, you can pretty much do anything.
Artie's in film school, and Blaine's at Nyada, and Sam is a model, and Mercedes is recording an album. And Blaine and Sam moved in with Mercedes, and Sam really wants to go out with her. Or go out with her again, because they already went out, and she broke up with him and sang I Will Always Love You wearing the world's most awesome wig.
What are we gonna do about our sexual chemistry?
Been there, done that, no Sam.
And that's what you missed on Glee. So here's what you missed on Glee. Sam and Mercedes are dating, and they're actually living together after Sam tried couch surfing at Rachel and Kurt's, and they made him move out.
You've been sitting there since I left this morning.
Blaine moved out too, even though he and Kurt are still together and still getting married, but still they decided it'd be better if they were living apart. Artie's in New York too, and he used to date Tina, then Brittany, then Katie, but now he's single and on the prowl at film school in Brooklyn. And that's what you missed on Glee. So here's what you missed on Glee. Rachel's a hit in Funny Girl on Broadway, but she's on thin ice because she lied to producers and missed a performance. Mercedes is finishing her album with a duet with Santana, and Blaine's getting wooed by a rich society dame who's dying to showcase his talent.
I'm a little jealous, but I'm not resentful.
And all Kurt's got is Nyada and the diner and his precious collection of neckerchiefs. And that's what you missed on Glee. So here's what you missed on Glee. Rachel went to LA to audition for a TV show, but it was terrible and she missed a performance, but then she found out that the TV executives want to write a show around her. Sam's a male model and Mercedes' album's about to drop and they're still going out, except Mercedes definitely wants to save herself for marriage. Sassy heiress June Dalloway wants to put on a showcase for Blaine, but Blaine lied to Kurt and said he's in it too. And that's what you missed on Glee.